everybody. It's Matt Brown. I'm a Chicago guitarist and Chicago guitar teacher. And we're going to look at River of Deceit by Mad Season in this one. So if you want my transcription of this song or some private lessons, you can email me at the top of my YouTube page. That's where my email address is anyway. Alright, so this one's in the key of G and G mixolydian for the most part. And we're going to be playing in standard tuning. So I'll play the first 4 bars for you at tempo, then I'll play them slowly. Okay, slowly. 2, 3, 4. So chords, in terms of the chords, really what we have is in bar 1 we have a G5 power chord, you know, just your G and D there. Bar 2 we have the lick. So bar 2 is an E minor chord, and for the most part we're just going to play like those 3 strings of an E minor chord. And then as the figure repeats, we don't just play the G5 power chord, we do this. So we play like the open 4th and 3rd strings and then those 2 strings. So let's talk about the lick. The first beat, these are 16th notes, we have this move. So this is all G major pentatonic. So that's beat 1, now here's beat 2. Let's put those 2 beats together. Alright, now let's hear how the last 2 beats of the measures sound. Again. Alright, so each time the lick's played, it's played slightly different. So the second time it's played like this. So there's, on beat 1, we're going to strum through the chord. And then there, we're going to play a D5 power chord. And then we're going to slide up to the B instead of just playing the open B. So that again, slowly. And again. Now this time we don't get the open strings. So a second guitar comes in here. It plays the high part of the G5 like 1, 2. And then we get a harmonized version of the lick. Like that. So the harmonized lick is this slowly. Back at tempo. Alright, so now for the rest of the intro we're going to go to an F chord, to a C/E, to G5 for 2 bars. So let's hear that. 2, 3. That type of deal. So we're going to hammer on into the C/E. Like that. Alright, now we have basically the part that's played over the verse as well, but we're not quite to the verse yet, so let's hear that. It goes like this. So what we're doing is we're pulling off from the A to the G note within the F chord, like so. So pay attention to the rhythm. So that F and F sus2 bar rhythm you get there is usually that. And then for the G 5 chord bar, we get 1 and 2 and, like so. And then you can improvise the rest of the bar. So. All right, so that takes us through the last part of the intro and the verse. So the two guitars that are going here, they're basically playing the same thing, but you know, since there's some loose improvisation, you know, they're slightly different. Let's hear the pre-chorus now. Alright, so the chords we have here, it's a G5, and then we're going to move that up 2 frets, but keep the open strings ringing, and then that gets moved up 3 frets to the 8th fret, and then what happens is the pinky finger here picks up, and then we're going to play at the 7th fret with the first finger. So that gives you a G/C chord there, and the rhythm is... So we have an 8th note, a dotted 8th, 16th, and then an 8th note rest, and then those chords. And then the following bar, we're going to pick up our pinky, our second finger, and put the pinky back down. So we're just playing out of the 4 high strings of this chord. So that gives us like a G over D sus4 going to a G. So the chorus is just like a vamp of F to G, like this. So we're doing the pull-off thing again. And then here we're going to do some licks. So some Hendrixy stuff, like that double stop kind of Hendrix sound. And then a grace note slide. The next time it's... So he's playing off of the sus4 of the chord. So let's hear those first 4 bars. Kind of idea. Alright, so then we're back to a verse, a pre-chorus, a chorus. Really the only thing left we have to talk about is the outro to this song. So let's take a look at that. So here's the outro. So the F and F sus2 stuff is the same. Now for the second bar, we're going to play out of a G5, like this, and then to get our G major 7/D, with no third, basically, we're going to pick up that pinky and put the second finger down at the 2nd fret, so we get this. To put it together. So that happens a whole bunch of times. The last time what happens is this. So we get the lick again. Now the second guitar is doing a fill that goes 1. And that's all there is to it. So it's a sliding 6th type idea. And you want to let those notes ring. 1, 2. And then it just repeats. 1, 2. And that's all there is to it. This is River of Deceit by Mad Season, awesome song on an awesome album. Again, if you want the transcription or some help in some private lessons, just shoot me an email. All right, I'll see you guys around.